Hello, hello, hello. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. How's it going? What up? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, hello, everyone. How's it going? Hello, hello. How do you do, everybody? How do you do? Welcome back to stream today. To Parasocial Club, actually, I should say. Today, I actually have 4 YouTube channels that I'm going to go over for a little YouTube review. And it should take me about an hour to do show. But before we jump into it, really at the top of the stream, I'm just going to show you. These are the channels that I'm going to be going over today. Because I know sometimes people are like, they just want to skip through the VOD to find out if it's their channel. These are the 4. These are the 4. Maybe I'll try to figure out some method, maybe through Discord, where I can tell you if it is your channel or not. But I figure this is the nice, easy, breezy way to just let y'all know. So that's the 4 channels we're going to talk about today. Covers a variety of topics on how to be YouTube/streamer. Before we do it, we should talk about the Parasocial Club, which I believe has a place in our Discord. It has a little section. Now, the section is not totally built out, but it does exist, I believe. So anyway, we'll work on this, expand this. It's part of the Discord. I think it might auto connect. I don't know how it works. I'm gonna keep it a sec. Not gonna lie. I don't know exactly how it works yet. I'll figure it out. But I think in the future, the Discord is where I'll ping, update when the streams are gonna be, you know, a day or two in advance. So like right now I'll ping live with Parasocial Club stream YouTube review. And it's pretty easy for me to ping. So I'll run it there. I think it's locked. Yeah, but I think you can gain access automatically if you connect your YouTube account. Tim's typing. He's going to drop some wisdom. I'll let Tim take it away. Anyway. Hello. Oh, is that what we're supposed to do? Tim, is it only? It's only visible by Parasocial Club members, right? At YouTube member Parasocial Club. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ludwig, quick question. Just started streaming. I want a good music presence, and a lot of streamers play actual music, which they don't have the rights to. How can I play music? Stream on Twitch. Better yet, stream on Kick. Then you get away with whatever you want. Okay. All right, chat. Are we ready? Hello. How do you become a channel member for multiple months at a time? Like I saw someone do 26 months. They're not subbing for 26 months at a time. They've just been subbed for 26 months, right? I think so. I think that's right. All right, chat. Thank you for the membership, Killer Sushi. I appreciate it. We have 4 YouTube channels I want to go over today. And if you haven't yet, or if you didn't watch the last Parasocial Club stream, you guys need to watch Frieren, the anime, which we're going to discuss like towards the end of the month, probably like March 20th. And then you need to read Circe, the book by Madeline Miller. I don't know how to say it. Which you need to read by like March 27th or 8th or something. Something like that. So you got to watch that show, read that book, and we'll talk about both. And then later this week, we're going to do a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy stream to talk about that book. And then next week, we're going to do a game night. So that's a game plan. So we have 2 Parasocial Clubs this stream. We'll do a game night next week. We'll go over Frieren next week. And then we will go over the book, end of the month, and then do new voting. The season does not end. Oh, yeah, that was the issue, right? Doesn't it end the 23rd or something? I'll figure it out. Whatever the last day is, I'll figure it out. Not too worried about it. All right. How do you submit for channel reviews again? I'm pretty sure I've asked 100 times. It's in the community page on YouTube, but I'll just link it on that Discord. And we'll talk about it after. Because I think people were kind of not sure if they wanted me to delete all the posts or not. It's all work in progress, baby. We'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out in this beautiful world. Anyway, here it is. Hello. Here is the form if you've never seen it before. The form, very simply, is just my way to get an understanding of this person who is submitting, what they're like, what their thoughts are, what they want to achieve in this world. And it also has a set of parameters. And today I think I could have the most feasible backlash for this. But my goal is for someone to have at least 500 subscribers before submitting. I don't have a maximum because I don't really care if you're a big YouTuber. I think there's still advice to give that is applicable to everybody. But I don't want to give advice to somebody with less than 500 subscribers because I think, honestly, if anybody puts enough effort in, they can hit 500 subs. And I think not having 500 subs is usually more from a lack of effort than a lack of knowledge. Do we resubmit the form again every month? Yes. I think it is the easiest way for me is if you resubmit every month. Now, I'm going to say a couple more things before I go in. The way that I pick what channel to review is based around two things. One, are they good at asking questions? A lot of you guys submit a form and then you just go, hey man, I kind of just want help on get more views and thumbnail. And that's it's just a skill that I think you naturally learn over time. I mean, there's some minor things I can give you for advice, but it doesn't make sense to me to pluck that out and then go live for everybody in the Parasocial Club and be like, yeah, this specific person needs to change this specific thing for their thumbnail. So what I would rather do is find somebody like Buki right here who asks a very specific question about how they can only release a video every 2 months. And I'll read this out. We'll go over the channel first. But basically, this is Buki. This is their channel. They have not uploaded a lot of videos, as you can see. They've also not made a lot of thumbnail faces, as you can see. This is just a flipped image. But the basic premise of the channel is that they make video game and then they make video about making video game. And the first video they made popped off. I got laid off, so I made a game. Hell of a title. And the video did very well. 500,000 views. And then the goals are grow my audience, do YouTube full-time as a job, support those around me. Good goals. Why? An important question. Because making videos is fulfilling and I get to think of funny ideas and make whatever I want. What creators do you want to emulate? Doug. By the way, the two most cited creators that people want to emulate from this month, Doug and Point Crow. Straight up Doug and Point Crow. Are you proud of what you make? Yes. Rate your content out of 5, 4. 4 is the most common answer. 4 is the most common answer. I have not seen many 5s, which I think makes sense on hindsight. But I haven't seen many 2s either. Upload your best thumbnail. Here it is. It was chaos. Okay, I'm going to make my head a little smaller here. I'm shocked you picked this as your best thumbnail. The Photoshop job is insane. You can literally see the blue that you didn't erase out of here. Ponty's arm is just bleeding off into nowhere. Not to dog you. I think you just have some better thumbnails. And then the title for the above game was 100 developers make a game. Anyway, let's read the thing now. My most popular videos are story time style videos where I explain how I made a game, Suika 3D, Game Jam, etc. But making fully fledged games takes a while, and I find I can only release a video every 2 months-ish, because they got to wait to make the whole last game. So I'm planning on moving to a more stream a video idea. I made a game, 3 games in 3 hours model, where I come up with an idea for a stream that can generate a YouTube video and release a video every 2 weeks. You think these two types of videos should live on separate channels, storytime on one channel and generated videos on another? Any other tips about my content or thumbnails would be helpful as well. All right, there we go. The question is, should I pivot to this type of content? And then if I do pivot, should I make a second channel? And I saw several people asking about channel splits. And this is a pretty interesting question that big YouTubers asked me. In fact, Doug has asked me this exact question before. The guy that you got inspiration from. Because Doug for a while had this problem where he wouldn't upload super frequently on his main channel. He would upload very infrequently. And then he would upload stuff onto his second channel, Doug Live. That was kind of his thing. He would upload other stuff on Doug Live. And I think I talked about this last time as well. About how you need a concrete split. But I think this is a different example. And this isn't really just about where you should split your videos, Buki. This is about what type of content you want to make. Because you're basically saying, hey, I want to make worse videos. And I want to make more worse videos. I think that is the actual trade-off. Because right now, when you make a whole-ass video game just for a single YouTube video, it's a lot of effort. Which usually results, I think, in a higher quality video, albeit a much lower upload frequency. The person that comes to mind is Danny, who has not uploaded now in damn near 2 years. But even when Danny was uploading somewhat more regularly, it was about like 5 to maybe 8 videos a year, right? It wasn't a lot because he had to make an entire game, you know? But the videos that would come out were fucking amazing. Michael Reeves is another good example of this, yeah. Michael Reeves doesn't upload a lot. And the reason he doesn't upload a lot is because when he has an idea, the execution of the idea takes so long, months, that he's only able to squeeze out a few videos a year. And to sacrifice, or I guess to gain the power of uploading more frequently, you have to sacrifice quality. And I would think, by all accounts, it is better to upload one really good YouTube video a year than it is to upload 12 okay videos a year. And that basically works at any scale, right? It is better to upload once every 2 months than it is to upload every week if the weekly videos are worse. The question, though, that you have to answer is basically like, is that what you want, right? Like, I think you can fully achieve growing your audience and doing YouTube full-time, uploading at a lower frequency. I don't think you need to upload very often. There are many creators who just make fucking good videos every time. And it's okay. That's all they need to do. People like anything for views. Not anything for views. Holy fuck. The other Australian. The other Australian. I'm blanking on his name. Alex. I made Saw. I did a thing. Anything for views, you know. Similar creators, many would say. He does not upload very frequently. And the reason is because he has to make the thing. You know. But I think he is a bigger creator because when he uploads, people want to watch it. And that's the main thing. Usually people who only upload good shit, they develop a relationship with their audience where their audience trusts that if they upload, it is worth watching. And I assume you will lose that if you pivot to what you're talking about, which is uploading streams into videos.
Making a game can take years. Hell, it could even take decades.
So I wouldn't do that personally. Not to say that you cannot incorporate stream ideas. I would just say make sure they are high quality and keep doing what has worked as long as you enjoy creating what has worked. You have 2 banger examples of videos that crushed the 65K view mark. You want to keep doing that. You know, even if it takes a couple months, because the chance of getting something like this is, I think, worth it. Now, if you also want to explore like doing easier shit, reacting to game stuff, playing video game stream stuff, that's also fine. I would make a second channel for it. I would make a second channel. As long as you have like a hard, fast rule. Like everything from my stream will go on this second channel, and then the story time will be on the main channel. You know? And we've talked about that last month. But like Sea-Dog versus, you know, Connor Dog live or whatever. But generally, if you have the ability to make a dope-ass video, which you clearly do, then make the dope-ass video. So, Buki, we'll you know, check in. I don't know if you're here right now. I see. You're here. Oh, so you're here. So let me ask you. Do you like making the longer, harder to make edits in videos? Like, do you enjoy that? I do like making them. I just need money. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I need money, no job at the moment. That's fair. And I think that's a factor that I cannot tell you to ignore. Like, I can't sit here fucking YouTube millionaire like an asshole being like, yeah, I would just ignore that fact. But understand you are sacrificing long-term growth in the favor of short-term money. And not that that's invalid, not that you can't do that. You probably have great reason to do that. But long-term, I think that is not good for growth and like the chance of becoming a full-time YouTuber. I think making banger-ass YouTube video is more important. Not to say you can't try to do them on an expedited rate. But don't stop making great videos is all I want you to know. Because you've had the, clearly you have the ability to make a great video. So keep making great videos. And if you need to get money and upload more frequently, I think that's fine. Just make sure you keep making good shit too. Did you choose frequency or quality? I chose frequency. I'm still on that frequency tip, bro. Me? I uploaded daily for 2 years. I have so many damn stinkers on my channel. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you do not have to go far to find the stinkers. I mean, it made me better at making thumbnails, but I'm also different, right? Like what Buki's providing is someone who is able to creatively come up with ideas and execute them in a way most people can't because you are a game dev. I'm like a personality-based entertainer that's trying to like package 10 to 20 minutes of content for people to watch doing whatever the fuck I think is funny. And whatever the fuck I think is funny changes a lot too. But I promise you, greatest Among Us game ever isn't even the greatest Among Us game ever. I'll come clean. It's not. All right, next channel. Next channel, we have Gunner TV Live, who I'm vaguely remembering being divorced, but I don't know why I remember they are divorced, but I do know that they are divorced. Why am I getting question marks? I think we've Gunner. How is this relevant? Because it came up like in my streaming career. Like I've had an interaction with Gunner and I feel like it was live. Anyway, I digress. This is Gunner, who very clear. Oh, he was in the Top Gun Maverick thing. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Look at this. Wait, what the fuck? He was in the Top Gun Maverick thing.
Saturday, if it's not
and he was the divorce guy. He was very funny. And he ended up doing pretty well in the contest.
Self-proclaimed tool.
And he's gone from having done that. His first 2 videos were about that. And then I guess reacting to my poker game. To just now being a very successful creator. And I mean very successful. 200,000 subscribers, but the viewership on the videos is crushing that. These are the views of like a 500,000 subscriber channel. He's already achieved a 1 million view video. He's a big creator. Which is crazy. Because I remember him from the fucking Top Gun Best of the Best stream. And he was very funny back then, so I'm happy he's had success, but he has some questions too. What are your goals? Gunner said, I want to become a well-known comedy YouTuber personality. People recognize my name kind of status. 1 million subscribers from long form and average views 200,000. Why do you want to be a YouTuber? I want to be a well-known comedian, not just a YouTuber, but a comedian who uses YouTube as a platform for their comedy. I'd liken you to that. I don't think I'm a comedian. I just want to clarify. I think I'm a YouTuber who can be funny. But I think that's a key difference. I think a comedian kind of has to earn their stripes in some ways by touring, doing stand-up. I don't think doing YouTube gets you there. I like when people find me funny, and I want to be the best I can be at that. YouTube streaming helps me flex that muscle. I've always been extremely passionate, probably addicted about YouTube since I was a kid, now 25, and know so much information about creators and the culture that it's a huge part of my daily life and thought process. Can't see myself doing anything else at the moment. Also pays big bands. Aha. Cha-ching. Money printer go burr. What creators do you want to emulate? Daniel Tosh. Okay. Cody Ko, Drew Gooden, Ted, Italian Bach, Handsome Fella, Nick is not green. You, okay, you're supposed to not. Are you proud of what you make? Yes. Rate your content? 4, classic. Upload your best thumbnail. Actors. Has no idea. And this is, I think, this entire show is a made to trick one man. So yeah, this is I guess some sort of reaction or essay about jury duty. Good show. Jury Duty is a good show. And then they said, as their question, I have 2 channels. One is Gunner TV, scripted comedy commentary. The other is Gunner TV Live. Okay, let's pull both these up. You've been doing YouTube. The other one is Gunner TV Live. Gunner TV Live began as a second channel, but it's what I'm more passionate about on a daily basis. So I wanted to overtake the main channel. I still do my comedy commentary, reality show reactions, but now in a live format. I think it suits my personality better and has low competition. Not many streamers are very good at making YouTube videos IMO. My question, should I double, triple down on streaming in the second channel or not waste the opportunity of both channels doing well and continue to split my time? I've worked hard to build up Gunner TV to where it is, but I fell less in love with the scripted format and the editing time required. I think I also found an untapped niche in energetic and well-edited comedy commentary videos from live streams, basically your content style combined with a comedy commentary bro structure. Maybe I should pivot the main channel to a new direction. Offline recordings are non-scripted, and I can send to an editor, think Cody Ko. I don't know, my head's all over the place, so I'd appreciate your thoughts. Divorce guy out. Divorce guy, I'm telling you. So this is like basically Buki's question from the future. And now it's the opposite issue. Where rather than should I split into 2 channels, we already have someone who's split into 2 channels. And now they want to kill the bigger channel. They want to kill the bigger channel, Gunner TV, which is offline scripted commentary videos.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Gunner TV. Today, we have a very special guest, Cinnamon Toast Ken. Yay! Thank you for having me here, Antlers. Had the audacity.
And it's a commentary reaction edited offline product. And the only difference is this is just you live, but you're doing a very similar thing. I think you should just do what you like to do more. I mean, straight up. Like, it's not like you're past the point of no return, but clearly, man, you've already stopped giving a lot of love to this channel. You know, you went from uploading pretty frequently to you've uploaded twice in the past 10 months. You know? So you've already, I think, made the shift. I think you're just maybe thinking it could be a bad idea because of the size of this channel and the viewership this channel gets. So maybe you're just scared to take the plunge. Now, I will say, this does remind me of someone. You might notice there's 2 Schlatt channels. And they actually have a similar naming convention to you. One's J Schlatt, one's J Schlatt Live. This one started because he would make videos from his live streams, specifically Minecraft.
On May 10th, 1869,
this one
the
was
final
kind of
spike.
this like commentary or like video essay format version of Schlatt. He has not uploaded on it in 4 years. He doesn't even fucking live stream anymore. Like, it's called J Schlatt Live. None of these videos, I mean, I guess some of them are, but a lot of them aren't even from live streams anymore. So he did what you are talking about. His live channel was smaller. It overtook the main channel, and he never really looked back. And I think that's totally fine to do. I see no problem with it whatsoever. I think this happens occasionally, and I don't think it's ever bad. Pay Money Wubby's a good example. Pay Money Wubby uploads a lot more frequently onto his clip channel than his live channel, which is, I think, called Pay Money Wubby Highlights, than his main channel, which he has not uploaded on in a year because he prefers to do the live stream stuff, you know? So there are many very successful creators who have done exactly what you want to do. They took the plunge, and it is okay. Having said that, it's not that big of a deal in my mind to record offline and pass it off to an editor and just upload it to the channel. Like, I don't, unless that's like a big issue in your workflow, it shouldn't cost you anything because you should be able to pay for the editor from the revenue of the video. And I don't think the recording time is, at least in my experience, it's never the problem. So I wouldn't think that's the worst idea. But don't be afraid to take the plunge, man. Just fucking rip it. Upload more frequently on Gunner TV Live. I'm sure it'll pass Gunner TV within the year. Especially at like this view count and the rate you're uploading. I would say less than a year. It'll have more subscribers. So you're fine. Take the plunge. Don't be scared. It feels like you're just asking for permission for something you already want to do. Next, we got Brilliant Stupidity. Wait, what I said was just hurtful. Brilliant Stupidity. Another big YouTuber. Brilliant Stupidity has 113,000 subscribers. And the views are crushing, to be honest. These views are fucking insane. Is Gunner in chat? I don't think so, but I didn't see him. The views are insane here. It's a lot of Total Warhammer 3, but also some other stuff in there. And you've had your most... Anytime I want to see if a channel is doing well or not, don't look at the subscriber count. I don't even know if the average views is necessarily the best metric. What I like to do is I go to popular, and I like to see how recently they got their most popular videos. Because there's some channels where if you go to popular, you'll see that they haven't had a most popular video in like 5 years, Like they are past their peak, or presumably they are past their peak. Not to say it's impossible. But this is a clear example where, dude, every one of these videos came out in the past 6 months. Like you are in stride crushing it right now. Oof, that me. I wouldn't beat yourself up if that is the case. But that happens to me now too. It gets tougher the longer you are a YouTuber. But like a lot of these videos are years old. So I get pumped when I get a video like this, but I haven't had one in a while, That's what I'm hoping I get with goddamn Unpaid Intern. Anyway, what are your goals? And this was asked by a few people, I think including you, Depressed Laughter. Get better at VO, both live and scripted. Full disclosure, I'm comfortably full-time. Why do you want to be a YouTuber? I'm chronically ill. I feel like shit most of the time. And YouTube's the only way I can make good amount of money while also having fun. Also, the whole going outside, doing shit thing is hard when you can't stand up for very long. So it's been a great way to make friends. It's a good fucking reason. Who's a creator you want to emulate? Martin Cheetopant. Martin Cheetopants. Can 10 Australian idiots survive America? This is Martin Cheetopants. The frog guy? Who's the frog guy?
Sponsored by World of Tanks. Your left mouse button. D tier. Next up, the solution to everyone's disappointing affinity to getting killed by bullets.
He's great. He looks great. Australians kind of get a free pass, though, man. They do just spawn a bit funnier than the rest of the world. Are you proud of what you make? Yes. Rate your content 3 out of 5. What's your best thumbnail? Let's take a look. Guns. Title, can you beat Total Warhammer 3 only using rattling guns? Okay. I have one main question. How get gooder at speaking in video? I feel like there are significant issues with both my live and scripted VO. Both feel sort of forced because they are. I deadass feel like 20% of the total amount of work that goes into each of my videos is just making the audio okay, and I'm still never happy with it. At this point, I've spent hundreds of hours cleaning up audio, re-recording lines, changing my setup every way possible. I'm starting to look into voice coaching or possibly voice acting lessons. But I also thought I'd ask someone who's been a content creator since before I was conceived. I'm 22. For advice. I have a pretty good voice in normal life. Like, I don't mean to sound like a dick, but I can be a very compelling speaker. The problem is that when I put a mic in front of myself, I'm not able to maintain that. For scripted, I either default to really accentuating the words at the end of each sentence or speeding up at the end of each sentence. It's sort of like I'm controlling my own voice with 4 keys: loud, quiet, fast, slow, rather than a full keyboard. I can see the issues even as I'm recording it, but I cannot get my fucking mouth to make the words flow naturally. For my live commentary, I also slip my words way more frequently than I do if I'm just normally speaking to someone. Even if I was projecting my voice the same way, I feel like regardless of whether it's live or scripted, my VO is not natural. I have to force it out, yada, yada, yada. I have the same issue on Zoom and Discord calls. I feel like this is the only aspect of my content that I haven't gotten a clear, actionable plan to improve, so I'd really appreciate some advice, even if it's just get those fucking voice coaching lessons. For examples of my scripted VO, you can check out the Baldur's Gate 3 video, and for the live, anything that's 6 months plus old. Also, I give my content a 3 out of 5 because I have an immense amount of room for improvement on pretty much every aspect. I'm lucky to be aware of most of these things, so I'm hopeful it's just a matter of time before I reach a level I'm shooting for. I always aim to cringe at my videos from 3 months ago due to how much I've improved. Okay, I mean, that's good. It's a good way to look at it. Let's take a look. Let's listen in. Let's see how dog shit this VO is.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a
I'm cringing. No, it's fine.
dating simulator designed to prey on those of us who shared the delusion that I could fix them. Alongside that, it also has some minor RPG elements like exploration, combat, and ethical dilemmas. In this video, I'll be liberally interpreting the meaning of both poo and scraping in what is probably the dumbest challenge that anyone has attempted in Honor Mode so far. For those who aren't familiar, Honor Mode is a difficulty level so hard that it was added 5 months after the full release of Baldur's Gate 3 for the health and safety of players. Thankfully, Poo Scraper is the best weapon in the entire game. It may deal the lowest possible damage and have absolutely no unique mechanics or bonuses, but unlike myself and all of you, it at least has a clear purpose in life. This is God, or at least that's what he wants you to think.
All right, let's check the one 6 months ago.
Starting right where we left off, Grom the Paunch and the Snotling Brigade are about to destroy Castle Bastone. The only real thing I'm afraid of is 1, the Paladin, and 2, the polearms. Oh, we're not even getting through the gates like this. For some reason, every pump wagon felt the need to do 10 donuts in front of the gate before actually going in. Gorgeous fishy breath there, absolutely textbook. I want these guys to break down the gate, but I know it's probably going to take them a while. We're not doing great against the polearms, but those are way for me to not be able to attack you. Wow, holy fuck, he has a lot of movement range. Oh god, how did they move that far? I mean, obviously they forced march, but that's still more movement range than I thought they had. Today we're
Well, look. As you can see, a lot of people in my chat, and I don't think they're just being nice, are already thinking that it's not as bad as you are making it out to be. But I think there's a bigger issue at hand here. And to be honest, like, you guys are being like, it's not that bad, whatever. But there's probably like a lot of effort in like the editing process to get it to a place where maybe they liked it, or maybe they just fucking think it can be better. And I also think it can be better. Because it doesn't sound bad, honestly. Like, it's totally fine. It is totally listenable. I think your inflection just sounds more like generic. If anything, like, that's the one thing that I notice is like, it sounds like if you just got an AI to create a voice for every YouTube video essay. You know? And maybe that's because like you are emulating what you watch, or maybe that's because you feel like you only have 4 keys on the piano, like you put it. But I think there's 2 things you can do. One, I think it's definitely worth getting voice coaching lessons. But I think 2, the bigger thing here is I think it's worth just having higher confidence when you're doing VO. And I think that's the biggest thing that I have found helps VO. And look, I got there not like overnight, you know? Like I think I'm pretty fucking good at it. But I think I got there because I did a lot of like theater, improv, stage hosting, stand-up growing up. And so, you know, like I had to build confidence in many different fields in speaking. And you seem to have confidence, just not in this arena. And you need to have confidence in this arena. And I think the way I mainly get that is by grinding it out. Like if you think you're bad at VO, stream 150 hours a month, you won't be bad after a year, right? Like just straight the fuck up. Like you will get better. You just have to get better. But for me, I was really bad at recording offline with a camera. Like I was specifically bad at this recently, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, to the point where I would keep fucking re-rolling. End recording, boot it up again. End recording, boot it up again. Could have done that line better. Let me do it again. Just because I felt like, man, I said that's stupid. I flubbed my word, whatever the hell. And I said this before, but that's why I made Mogul Mail. Because I wanted to one take Jake. I wanted to just record offline videos and upload them. You know, and originally I thought it was going to be about giving advice or whatever the fuck. It turned into basically being moist critical, but that was the goal. And I got a lot better at it recording. I don't know how many videos I've uploaded on Mogul Mail now. At least 100 or whatever. I got a lot better at it, but just by doing it. But I think, you know, I also have a lot of lessons that I've brought to the recording thing, right? So if I'm recording, like I always do this. If I'm recording a fucking Mogul Mail, 1, I need to create clear beats that I'm going to hit, which I usually create via tabs on my browser. And the tabs on my browser, sure, are points that I want to bring up, but sometimes I just bring up a tab so I know the point that I want to talk about it, and I will remember to talk about that point. Right? So that's one thing, is just knowing your beats, and then you can go through it all. The second thing that I do is I'm a little more cartoonish than I actually am. And Slime will roast me for this, right? Like if you ever watch A Yard, Slime will be like, so I jumped out of an airplane. Yeah, well, guys, boys, today I jumped out. My name's Ludwig, and today I jumped out of an airplane. And he'll do that, and he'll make fun of me. But it is because I'm an accentuated version of myself, you know? But I think you also need to be to some degree, right? And you'll be accentuated in a way that I think is derivative early on. But I think the more you do it, the more it's just your fucking voice. You know, no matter how cartoonish or outlandish it is. And then what happens is that changes your in real life voice. And Schlatt's another good example of this. I don't think Schlatt spoke like he spoke before he did YouTube. I don't think Schlatt was walking around like, I got a fucking $1, whatever the hell he talks like now. I don't think he was doing that. You know, Northern Lion might be another example, whose voice is very iconic. His cadence is very iconic. It's shifted throughout the years. But I think it's a more cartoonish version than if he were to never have done streaming or YouTube. Same with mine. And then the third thing that I do is just like basic voice training stuff. Like if I'm ever recording a YouTube short, VO, intro, Mogul Mail, I laugh before I record. Like literally every single fucking time, even if I do a 20 take Jake, before every single take, I'll sit here. I go, I'll hit record, and then I'll go in with a smile when I start recording, because that just changes the tone and quality, and also I think attitude when I start to actually talk. So I'll do that constantly, and sometimes I'll do like it bleeds into me when I stream. That's insane. I think it's pretty standard. I don't think it's. By all means, it's very standard. It is not unusual at all. But I think it helps, like, it helps kind of lift palate. I don't know the fucking nerdy terminologies. But I think that's it. And I think the goal of VO is to clearly get across what you're trying to get across in a way that's genuine to you so that you can not just get across the information, but also emotion attached with it. Right? Like that is ultimately what you were trying to do. And you clearly have the first part down. I don't know if you feel like you don't, but you do. You are clearly conveying information in a way that's incredibly easily understood. There's no issue. Even with the videos that were 8 months old, they're fine. But now you can probably elevate it, and you could just get better at being able to convey with emotion. Right? It helps to know what emotion you are trying to emulate or trying to convey or whatever. But I would take the classes. I would say what I would give advice to somebody who's not in your position, because you seem to have some health issues that make it harder to walk. I would say join an improv class. Or like a sketch comedy or like a fucking whatever the hell you got local near you. But that I think is better than a voice coach. Because I think it also builds that confidence aspect. But I don't know if that's as easy for you to do in your spot. So maybe just a voice coach, fucking nail that shit. Knock it out the park. Maybe, yeah, online. D&D. D&D's definitely fucking, that's a real way to do that too. D&D and pick a character. And the character is just you, but you sound more swag. You got more riz. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Get some confidence. Join improv, D&D, get voice lessons, whatever the hell. And also, by the way, it isn't nearly as bad as you made it seem. I was expecting some dog shit. All right, last one. Last one, and then we're going to take a look at the people from last month. I want to see where they're at. I want to do a little check-in. But first, we have That's So James Live. That's So James Live. Oh, actually, you are under the threshold. I didn't check that. You are under the 500 subscriber threshold. Still, you have a question that I think is relevant, so we're going to talk about it. To become a full-time creator, to make the best content I can, to make fat stacks. Those are my goals. Why do you want to be a YouTuber? I've wanted to be one since I was 14. I'm 28 now. Lamau, how sad. I hate working for others. I want to be my own boss. I work my own hours. I like the creativity of being a YouTuber and a streamer. And I've come from a big performing arts background. Content creation is a good outlet for me to use all those skills. Great. What creators do you want to emulate? Doug Point Crow. Telling you, the big two. What are you proud of what you make? Yes. Rate your content out of 5. 4. Here's your best thumbnail. Valorant. And it's Minecraft. Can you play Valorant in Minecraft? The answer is yes. I've seen it. What do you want to ask me? What am I doing wrong? I've been creating videos for years. I'm lucky to get over 100 views. How to improve in audience retention. That seems to be the thing that lets me down with most of the videos because they're sitting at 20% watch time. I think I have good thumbnails, but the CTR doesn't reflect that. I don't want to niche down and just post Valorant videos per se. Should I just post what I want in similar veins and hope that I don't alienate my audience? Also, I know you said I have to have 500 subs, but I've been putting effort in for the past 4 years, and I've seen no growth. Plus, there's an exception to every rule. Well, look, I think it is true that what I said earlier, that anyone can hit 500 subs as long as they put effort in, is not the case here. Because you clearly have put effort in. I mean, just by your thumbnail skill alone, it is far and above anyone who's at this subscriber count. But you are right. You've been doing it for 4 years, and it still hasn't worked. Like, ultimately, they are usually sitting double digits, and you're still taking cracks at it, right? Let's watch a bit of a video together here. We'll watch the video that he recommended.
I just downloaded the new Valorant update, but as I loaded into the game, something seemed off. Everything was all pixely and block-like. It was as if I was playing Valorant, but in Minecraft. Also, if you want to try this out yourself, I will leave the link in the description.
Bro, it got quiet as shit.
By a creator called Nimsy. If you like the video, then please subscribe.
Is it quiet as shit or is it just me?
To their friends too. We accepted that our
Okay, no, it's definitely you.
I'm begging you, please subscribe. Apparently we're on Split. I'm gonna play Viper. Oh no, here we are. We're on Split. Now I'm gonna stick with the class. No, I'm gonna go for a ghost and buy one of these. Oh yeah, we're in A heaven right now. Oh wait, I don't know wrong. Did I do it right? I don't know what's going on. This is how do I climb up here? How do I? Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. There we go. I'm on. Oh, where's this jet then? Oh, they planted shit. Oh, they're there. Fuck. Oh, wait, what? Oh. I died.
Kind of got your shit ate.
Valorant. You know what I think? Maybe he is like 8 years old and his parents won't let him download Valorant because...
Bro, you went 0-13 against the Jet? You didn't win one? Oh, you won one.
Oh, frick, how do you get? You fucking little dickhead. I'm not going to use... I'm gonna, right. You know I'm nasty on the sheriff, right? I'm an absolute deagle
1-11.
dead. Oh. Oh, flash out, boys. Wait, he's heavy. Oh, shit, it's Hello? I'm better at Valorant anyway. I'm better at regular Valorant, so I'm just gonna play some regular Valorant, you know? Can't win in this either, can we? Shut the fuck up, I'll ban you.
Okay, James, I have advice for you. Are you prepared for my advice? My advice to you is we're going to turn on the clock right now. We're going to turn on the clock, James. The clock, you can change the timeline, but the one I would recommend for you is you have until the end of the year. You have until the end of the year to make it as a YouTuber streamer. And I think the reason a clock is valuable is that it shifts how you achieve your goals. And the reason I think a clock helps is because I don't think there's as much value in like half trying and what seems like what's happening here, half hoping the channel is going to pop off. I think there's a bit of hope YouTube. I think you're hoping something will pop off, someone will click, the views will start rolling in, and you're just going through a process, which you're very good at, which is uploading on a consistent schedule and making decent thumbnails and titles and having some premises. But I don't think it's worked. And I don't think I'm, shattering any eggs saying that it hasn't worked. So rather than continue to do the thing, which you have down to a good routine, that isn't working, let's try something that does work. And let's put a little fire under our ass by saying we have until 2025 to make it work. And if it doesn't work, then I think it's okay to just look and be like, okay, do I want to continue to do this? Is this going to work for me? Now, a couple of light pieces of just actual advice directly to you outside of the macro advice, the micro advice. One, the video isn't mixed well. You should be -6 decibels mixed to that. It's very quiet compared to every other YouTube video, which is just annoying for a viewer. Two, I don't know why this is a video. There's kind of a decent intro, I think, but you're saying you have 20% watch through rate. The video was you getting fucking shitted on by two people in 2 1v1s. Fundamentally, that's what happened. And I don't think people would want to watch that. Because, would people want to watch a Valorant game and you just go 0-13 and then you go 2-13? Probably not. Because there's no story there. There's nothing compelling. Can you play Valorant or Minecraft? The answer is yes. But there's no stakes to it. There's no goal that you're trying to achieve. Why are we sticking around to the end of the video? Let's go back to our basics. What are our basics? Okay? You know, I can twist, fine, whatever, title and thumbnailing, that's great. But our basics is let's set some stakes. That's what why you're sticking around to the end of the video. All right, let's set up some goal of what we want to achieve throughout the video. Let's fill the video with our meat and potatoes of us trying to achieve the goal. And then let's hit the fucking goal. Or fail to hit the goal, but in a dramatic and fabulous way. But for the most part, you usually want to achieve some goal. I think that's a better way to put it, Squall. What is the narrative? What is the narrative of the video? This is interesting to me. Can I win a game of Valorant only using my voice?
I was in a car crash and I've lost the ability to use my arms, meaning I can no longer play my favorite game, Valorant, which is why I've remapped all of the controls to respond to my voice. So if I still want to rank up, I'm gonna have to play the best Valorant of my life. Like and subscribe. What do we say when we shoot? I think shoot's fine. Pew pew. Okay, pew pew's better.
Do you win?
Halt. Left. Pew pew.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Pew pew. We win. And after several attempts, I'd finally won a game of Valorant using my voice. Would I recommend it? No. Does this make me the greatest Valorant player of all time? Abso-fucking-lutely. We won a game of Valorant. Was like unbelievable. I came bottom.
I mean, I think instantly this is a way better video. And I think it also proved it just by the views. Make more of that. You know, have some compelling narrative in every single video that makes someone feel good sticking around to the end of it, watching it. They feel like maybe they achieved something along the way too. I think that would help you much more. But I think for the most part, setting yourself a hard deadline and then only putting out banger ass fucking videos that you are truly proud of might go a long way, you know, because you have some of the fundamentals here. We just got to put the pieces together. How are the shorts?
I was in a car crash and I've lost the ability to use my arms, meaning I can no longer play my favorite game, Valorant, which is why I've remapped all of the controls to respond to my voice. So if I still want to rank up, I'm gonna have to play the best Valorant of my life.
Match found.
Left.
Yeah, okay, you clearly lied about the arms thing, which I think people are noticing, and I think maybe cheapens the video. Which is, look, hey man, I've fucking lied before. I've exaggerated. Maybe just throwing a damn cast around your arm, though. Be real dramatic about it. I think that's chill. I don't know if you actually got in a car crash. If you did, I think that'd be fine. If you're just totally making up the car crash, we're in dicier territory, you know? But I do think it is a better visual if you have a wide cam and you're in a fucking sling. Just say theoretically. Yeah, I suppose that works.
Right. Left. This is gonna work. Okay, we got.
People like this premise, it seems like, based off the views of it. I think people are not trusting that you actually achieved what you set out to achieve, which might just be a failure of, like, recording enough angles. Maybe having some overhead cam or something. When do you think someone should get an editor? I did actually receive this question a few times. When should someone get an editor? I think it varies. There's two parts. I don't think you want to hand off the process too quickly. I don't think you want to wait too long to hand it off. And I think getting an editor is a lot harder than people recognize. Because you can get an editor. It doesn't mean they'll be good at their job. And they'll know how to make an edit the way you could. And you definitely care more about your channel than the editors. So I think you have to wait until, that's a good way to put it, Aiden, until you've established your own style that the editor can then emulate. 1. 2, you can afford an editor. 3, the time freed up from hiring an editor allows you to do other stuff. I think if you have those 3 checkboxes all ticked off, then you're probably good to hire one. All right. The last thing I want to do, chat, anyone remember, actually, I don't know if I have the names up here. Hold up. Does anyone remember? Let me actually go back. I want to check in with the YouTubers that we watched. I just had a really last month. Last month, we did a Parasocial Club stream. And I gave y'all some advice. YouTube advice stream. Boom, here it is. And the 3 YouTubers we looked at, let's see. All right, Chris46. I just want to do a check-in. Okay. All right. All right. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm just looking through. Oh, yeah. I remember this guy. Curtis the Cactus. Who could forget Curtis the Cactus? And then Moopsten, right? Yeah, Moopsten. All right. Let's take a look. And if I remember correctly, Chris46, well, I have it pulled up here, but Chris46 had under 700 subscribers last month. You haven't uploaded a new video since we went over it, but the video that you did upload seems to be doing a bit better. So there's no real update here. No new video. No update yet. All right. Hope the video's on the way, Chris. Go in his community tab. He was nominated for an SMP award. Swag. Curtis the Cactus. Channel's blowing up a bit. Curtis the Cactus had 25,000 subscribers. He's now up to almost 30,000 subscribers. That's 5,000 subscribers in a month. It's like a 20% increase. That's insane. You uploaded one video since then. Berserker destroys poise in Elden Ring's convergence mod. Is the only video you've uploaded since then. But I believe some of the older videos are doing great. This one's killing it. Experiencing Bloodborne after 1,000 hours of Elden Ring's killing it. So I hope you're continuing that shit. But I think Curtis is killing it. And then Moopston was already a big YouTuber. Was at 328,000. Also has gone up 5,000 subscribers. I believe there is some goal in pivoting away, no? To another type of stream. To doing more stream-related stuff. Looks like a Power World video did pretty well. Yeah, you uploaded a Power World video. You uploaded 3 videos since, actually. He wanted to get away from shorts. Yeah, I think it was like, hey, I didn't capitalize on the combined Pokemon, whatever the hell you call that shit. That combined Pokemon trend. As much as I maybe feel like it should have and it's came and gone. What do now type beat. Pokemon Fusion, that's it, yeah. All right, interesting. I like keeping up. I hope y'all are enjoying what you're making. Pokemon niche is hard to get out of. I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it even a little bit. But I hope y'all are keeping up, enjoying what you're making. Hopefully some of this advice is valuable. I think, you know, to some degrees, people would figure it out, advice or no advice. But I think advice can just help as a little confidence boost on maybe an inkling of what you thought was right. And when I say it, maybe it feels a little more right. But usually I think people get there anyway. You're probably going to take your advice and do a second channel with hard difference in content. Looking forward to seeing it happen, Moopson. What's your advice when it comes to finding people to record with? Find your friends. So many YouTubers are just successful by doing shit with their friends. And they don't need to be big creators. I mean, I hope you have funny friends. How to find friends. Okay, so we got a bigger problem at hand. What if your friends don't speak English? The fuck? Okay, we got some weird issues. In chat. Anyway, chat. I'll be live later this week. I'll ping the Discord the day of for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It'll probably be Tuesday, actually. It'll probably be tomorrow. I think I'll do it tomorrow. For Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. after the mainstream. Thursday's going to be fucked, man. I'm a little nervous. Is it all the books? It's just the first book. It's just the first book. Cersei Book Club's at the end of the month. Yeah, I got a presentation ready. Well, I got to finish it, but I've not started Freerun yet. I started Cersei, but I've not started Freerun. I figured it's easier to grind through anime than it is through a book. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it's true for me. And I think that's it, man. After March, are you slowing down the number of streams? I like the idea of doing high volume streams, low hours per stream, but it's not always possible. And March Madness is going to beat my ass in ways that I'm not pumped about. Like, for example, I got to travel Thursday all day. Literally 6 a.m. to like 11 p.m. I'm gone the entire day. I don't know when the fuck I'm going to stream, but I have to stream. And then same thing next week. I'm supposed to travel for 2 days. I don't know when the fuck I'm supposed to stream. Deadass, it might be a goddamn 10-minute stream on my phone, which technically counts. Technically counts, man. Nothing in the rules says I'm not allowed to do that. Nothing in the rules. And I think if we have enough good streams along the way that it's okay. All right, chat. I'm out. Appreciate y'all watching today. Have a good rest of your evening. That is all from me. I'm going to go upload. Markiplier's retiring? No, that's a lie. I'm getting baited.
Hello. I know what you're going to say.
Okay, it's a clickbait video. He uploaded a fun clickbait video. Classic. All right, chat. I'm out. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Have a good one. I'll play. You know what? Let me play this outro song. I need my sweet potato and chill.